Hello and welcome to the Youth Sports Show Season 7. My name is Edet Otu. I'll be your host today as always to tell you anything that we've gathered for you for the Youth Sports Show. And today is going to be a special day because we'll be talking about something very interesting and a very important topic which has to do with the workplace readiness. And we've seen a lot of things happening in the world today about the COVID, and everyone is affected, jobs are affected, lives are affected. And we have a new norm of life which we have to live. And how are we going to live this new norm if we are not well prepared or ready to face the challenges that the new workplace is going to bring to us, or the new life that we're going to have? Because things are not going to be the same again. Life will never be the same. But however, instead of us to sit and worry about how it's going to be, it's better we adjust. And the earlier we adjust, the better. So that's why we prepared this workplace readiness presentation for you today to help young people, to help adults, to help parents, to help everyone out there to prepare for the new norm, especially now that the lockdown is easing up in many countries and people are returning to work. So it's the best time for us to sit together and look at it again and say, where can we adjust things? And that's why I'm here today. So just stay with me today and let's see how it's going to be. I'm not going to bring you a lot of theories or everything, but we just have to be real today and make it very simple. And then just not going to be very long and just a normal time. And then we just get in straight. But anyways, I'm the host of the Youth Sports Show, and as well as testimonials, and as well as other subgroups on the social media that are helping young people to succeed. I work with other sponsors and supporters of the testimonials family. But before I go on, I would like to tell you something. Just watch.
Millions of people, especially the youths, live hopelessly with a blurred vision for the future. In the midst of this chaos comes a great light to brighten the pathway. This is Readiness, an organization that has transformed the lives of many youth through practical coaching by professionals. Amazingly, when the Earth's foundation was shaken by the coronavirus pandemic, Readiness became the pillar for young people to hold on to by birthing the Transformation Challenge and Mobile Power Challenge groups to offer free trainings to young people. From it also emerged other subgroups like Quizeritis, T-Library to redirect the thoughts of members. Readiness has become everything in one. The light, the pathway, the pillar, the transformer. Find us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Join us today and share the testimony tomorrow. Readiness, Wellness Transformation.
So thank you so much for watching that with us. And we'll go straight to other things that we have to do today. Usually we have some other items in the show. And first of all, we're going to go straight to today is the success story. So today's success story is a story of Oprah Winfrey. Oprah Winfrey, as we know, is a lady, one of the top Black millionaires in America. He's one of the richest Black women, if not the richest now. I don't know who is the richest now, but I think so far I have a name as the top in the world. And so she had a very humble background, and of which she moved from family, and she stayed with her grandmother in the rural area of Mississippi. At age 6, she moved to live with her mom after her grandmother fell ill. She grew up with poverty and then endured years of sexual and physical abuse. And age 14, she grew up in Nashville, I hope I pronounced that well, Tennessee, where her success story began. And then her dad created a stable education environment which helped her to strive socially and academically. And of course, she had an interest in media, and she joined the speech team and worked for the Black radio after school. She secured a full scholarship to Tennessee State University after age 19. She left college to pursue a career in media. And she's a top Black. She was the first Black female to anchor the new the news before the age 20 in Nashville. And although she was sexually harassed and humiliated at her job in Baltimore, she didn't quit. She persevered. She stayed 27 years after which she was fired. However, we've seen that Oprah Winfrey has succeeded today from a very humble background, from a poor background, and she's gone this far, has succeeded, and she even made a show made up to 300 million at its peak in a year. And so we've seen that the power of persistence, and this story goes to every young person out there, that no matter the situation may be, no matter the problem that you may be experiencing or expecting or facing in life, that if you go the right channel, if you follow through your dream, through everything that you have in mind to do, you will actually get through and you will succeed. There is nothing in this world that can keep someone from success except himself. And history keep repeating itself of people who deliberately wanted success by all possible good means, such as Oprah Winfrey. She didn't say I'm a lady, she didn't say I'm black, a black lady in America, or which we've seen a lot of racism, and which she didn't go into in anything, maybe crime, drugs, prostitution, like some other black girls are doing today. She was focused on her dream. So this is clear that if she can do it, every other black girl, every other black boy, every other white person, every other person in the world can do the same. So let's copy Oprah Winfrey and also get that success story and then learn it and then grow on to become whoever we want to become in life. It is possible. And so again, before I go on to the main show for today, I always like to share something else, which is the book review. So the book we review today in the T Library of Testimonials is called Change Your Thinking, Change Your Life. Change Your Thinking, Change Your Life by Brian Tracy. And this book is about directing the readers to help them improve their personal growth and business management cycle. So the book discusses the power of positive thinking and how it can help form one's life. The book provides a step-by-step plan for developing and applying mental power to professional and personal challenges. It also helps the reader to outgrow challenges through positive thoughts. It also help the reader, if you get one for yourself, to help you to realize that one's self-concept shapes their interaction with the world. Also, it teaches about rejection and criticism, about as a catalyst to damage one's self-esteem. Positive thoughts can be the life raft in the turbulent current of everyday living as a favorable, though it boosts energy, creativity, health. Negative image destabilizes and diminishes energy and confidence. So, change your thinking, change your life. This is a clear message from Brian Tracy. If you change your message, if you change your thinking, you will change your life. So, as a man thinks in his heart, the Bible says, so he will be. So, if you have a positive thought, if you have a positive redirection of thought, thinking on the positive things, thinking of what to gain from the situation of life, I think you will get to where you want to go faster than you expected. So without any waste of time, we'll be going to a presentation today. But before then, I'll tell you something more, one more thing about testimonials. And just pay attention and watch this.
Welcome to Testimonials. Our mission. We are set to transform the lives of millions of young people in the world by helping them to stay focused in the midst of chaos they may be facing. Our transformational avenues are practical coaching, skill acquisition, friendly mentoring, mindful redirection of thought. We run regular trainings via our social media handles. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. If you are a young person, we have thousands of trusted coaches and mentors from around the world who are ready to walk you through whatever stage of life you may be in right now. Be a part of the Youth Spot Show every Sunday by 7:30 p.m. on the Testimonials Facebook page and the Transformation Challenge group. Join us today and witness the transformation that other young persons are talking about. Testimonies witness transformation.
Thank you, and welcome back to the show. Again, my name is Edet Otu. I'm the host of the Youth Sports Show, and I have people working with me, and you see the success stories and all these presentations. The voice you've just heard is from Inet Ekanem. He is a media director here, and as well, the success stories is always from Oluke Oluwadamilola, or AKA Oluke. And then we have other people, beloved Stephen, who is actively working as well in the Crystal Writers team, and as well Esther, also working in mobile power, and not many of them I can't mention. Already Solomon Yogo, who is always there to make everywhere happy. Heli Choto is always, whenever she's in the house, everyone is laughing, and the rest, and the host of others who are always there. So all these people make this show possible, and I want to say shout out, thank you to the Testimonials team for always making everything possible for me to come up every day. I know everybody, people see me, they don't see you guys are working in the background to see that we are succeeding every time. So thank you very much for making that possible. And today we'll be looking at the post-COVID-19 work readiness, post-COVID-19 work readiness. I'm supposed to be speaking today, having this discussion with Mr. Samuel Anosike. Samuel Anosike works with Career Arena in Lagos, and he's a consultant there. And I got a late notice about his absence, so he may not be here today because of emergency that he just got. But however, even though Mr. Samuel is not here, I'm ready for you today. But I'm not an expert in economics. I'm not an expert in career, but at least I've had a job myself. I've worked. And I've also liaised with other people as well to get jobs. And I've also been a part of a team that employs people. Also, sometimes I manage my company and my business as well. And I know what the job market is. I read the news, and I've also done the proper research to give you information that you need. And some of the information I'm going to provide to you today, I will not display them on the screen, but will post them at the end of the show so that you can click them and follow the link to the resources that I'm going to provide for you today. I'm not just going to teach you workplace readiness, but I'm going to share with you what you need to succeed at this time. And because it's time that we have to look out for one another, so I'm here to look out for you. The Testimonials is here to look out for all of you. And so you guys will just get in and succeed. So happy listening. Thank you for watching. I want you to watch this to the end and also share it, subscribe it, follow us on Twitter, follow us on Instagram as well, Facebook. Join our Facebook group. If you want to read more books, free reading of books every day, join the T Library team of Testimonials. They read one book per week. You cannot miss it. You know, people read all the chapters, they review the chapters. So you don't have to read all the chapters yourself. You can read the reviews and know what is the contents of the book. So join the T Library and you never miss any of our books, just as the ones that I've shared with you. So let's go into today's presentation. And I just hope that I'm going to be very brief so that you can have your day for yourself. So today we'll talk about the COVID-19. Before we talk about post-COVID-19 work readiness, we talk about COVID-19 because there has to be a COVID-19 before we talk about, there has to be a pre-COVID-19, there has to be a COVID-19, and then the post-COVID-19. So before in the pre-COVID-19, people usually go to work freely, they commute, we did not wash hands a lot. But in the present COVID-19 period, people are washing hands a lot, a lot of hand sanitizing, we're having to work from home, and a lot of things have changed. Life is no more the same. In January 2020, the world began to feel the heat of the COVID-19 pandemic, but we didn't know how much it's going to be. We were thinking, oh, some people thought it's a China problem. But later on in March 2020, many countries and cities were locked down. It became very difficult for people to travel, very difficult for people to go out for business due to the widespread of the disease, which has claimed nearly 1 million people, and precisely about 800 and something thousand people have died globally. And our lives have not been the same again because of this. And we may never return to the old norm again. And that is why I am here to present this to you. Just in case you think life is going to be normal again. In case it's going to be normal, it's going to take a longer time for life to become normal again. While we are waiting for the vaccine, we're going to stay on with routine hand washing, we're going to stay on with social distancing, contact tracing, and using the app and working from home, and which is now the new norm for the new life of the post-COVID-19, the COVID-19 and the post-COVID-19. Now that the lockdown is easing in many countries and people are returning to work gradually, Many are wondering how can we adapt to the new workplace and the job set? How are we going to get new jobs? People have lost their jobs. How are we going to start from? So we are not forgetting that many have lost their jobs, and that's what we're talking about today. And many have lost family members, or some have lost both. However, my sympathy goes to those who have lost job and sympathy to those who have lost family members, or both. But there is always a way out, because it is no doubt that we are in a depressing and unpredictable time. But the truth is that we can overcome it. With God, all things are possible. Therefore, I am presenting to you the post-COVID-19 work readiness to help you prepare and adjust your life, and also help other people to adjust into what is happening and what is coming and what will be. And first of all, I want to talk about health and safety at workplace. So for us to manage the present crisis of COVID-19, or so we don't, cause another lockdown, we have to be very careful. So as you return to work, if you notice a symptom, you have to, any symptom of COVID-19 you notice, I'm not a big health professional. You already know the symptoms, say coughing, say sore throat, and the rest of them. But anyway, check the government guideline, the World Health Organization guideline, and read more about the symptoms. So if you have any of those symptoms, please don't go to work. Self-isolate for at least a week. Get tested where the testing is available, and don't return to work until you feel well. Not even going to mix up with other people. Try to be safe, because it may not affect you so badly, but another person can pick it and then it's dead. Self-isolation. So next thing you have to learn is self-protection at work. Now, if you're very healthy and you have to return to work, you need to protect yourself so that you don't get ill and then have to return home to stay at home. So the first thing you need to do is social distancing. Already we know there has been social distancing before in the time past, but then social distancing was for people who you don't like. But now, even the people you love, there has to be social distancing. You don't have to handshake anyone again. You can use your elbows to shake. You can use your legs to kick. You can wave. You can play kiss if that's good in your culture. Wave, anything you can do, but you don't have to always touch people. And if you ever have to touch anybody by chance, please quickly wash your hands and try to use a face mask in a crowded place and also in a public place, especially the grocery shops, and as well the public places, the living areas and the canteens and the rest of them. Wash your hand and sanitize them regularly. With this, I think you are up to go. And now the next thing I want to talk about today, because today's presentation is very brief and I have to go very quick because I don't want to waste your time today. Prepare to return to work. The law organizations so far have, they've agreed that people should be working from home. They've extended the time for their organization, for their staff to work from home. Such include Amazon, Google, Microsoft, Morgan Stanley, Zillow. All these have accepted work from home as a norm. Now, for Visa, Shopify, and Spotify have extended the work home from those in America up to December, allowing them to work from home. However, Twitter and Facebook are taking a different step. They've agreed that their staff can work from home as long as they want to work from home if they choose. But there is a catch, because if you work from home, you're going to be paid less depending on the location, or higher depending on the location that you live. In case you choose to live in a suburb to work from home, you are going to receive less because of the location that you're working from. So you have to decide whether you have to go back to the city to get a higher pay to work from the city, or to stay in the suburb and enjoy your life while you work from home. Working from home is a privilege because it's going to help us take care of our family, to give us the opportunity to build, to stay, to bond with our family members. However, working from home is not that easy, because you're going to be a lot of communication working from home. You're going to communicate with your office as well. Many times you're going to speak with your office members, your colleague, your team at work. So speaking with them is not that easy, because you have to stay on Zoom or any form of video meeting. And these are the common challenges that you're going to face while you're working from home and having this kind of meeting. You see, this social distance, the first problem will be the lack of social connectedness. We already have the physical social distance, but now you're going to have the mental social distance. You're still going to feel very far away from the people you're working with. You don't have that feeling of connectedness, because everyone seems to be aliens on the camera. You only see them on the camera. So the challenges of working together, how do you work together? So you need to learn new software, you need to learn Monday.com, you need to learn all these new applications that are coming up every day. So you'll be able to work seamlessly, or Microsoft something. I've forgotten the name now. Don't worry, when I remember, I'll tell you. So yeah, Microsoft Teams. So if you get if you don't understand, if you don't know all this, it's going to be difficult for you to work from home. So focusing on video meetings, women carrying children, fathers carrying the babies on their head and typing on the computer. How do you focus on a video meeting with a kid by your side crying and the rest of it? Work-life balance. How do we manage the social life, the family life, and work at the same time? Because before now, work was supposed to remain in the office, and the family remains in the family. But now the family has made work, and work has made family. So this is a new life entirely that we are just new to it. So we're just learning to to understand what is happening. I've already talked about lack of connectedness, and then there'll be lack of communication and contribution. People are less likely to communicate, and I'm one of them. I rarely show my video. I don't know, for whatever reason, I struggle to let people, to release my video in a live meeting. And I don't know, because for 5 months I've been worshiping in a church on Zoom. We do Zoom worship in the church, for instance. And I don't work from home. I still go to my work, because my work I can't do it from home. And but for church, I still have to, that feeling of connectedness. I still miss them, but I don't know why I should let them see my camera or to see me. But okay, anyway, recently I've changed now. I still turn on my video, but I still struggle a bit. So a lot of people will struggle with this. So how to build rapport, and even if you have a new colleague at work, because you're always waving, hello, hello. And that's going to be strange anyways. Absence of non-verbal clues. So someone may not contribute, and you don't know why he's not contributing. You wouldn't see anything. Now, so hesitant to speak, people don't contribute. They will just sit and watch you, no idea. Lack of attention, so many things, the dog, the cat, and everything jumping around the house. So you have to learn to work with your cat. While doing your office work, you're working with your cat, you're working with your baby, multitasking, innovating, any way you can do to make sure that you are getting the best from the work from home experience, please do it. Another thing I'm going to talk about today will be the COVID-19 impact on the job market. COVID-19 impact on the job market. As you know, I'm not an economist, but I've read a little. I've seen what people are saying. And nobody can estimate completely the impact of COVID-19 on the job market. However, there are chances that as you are watching me today, that you have been impacted in some way. Maybe you've lost a job, maybe you've changed a job, maybe you know someone who has lost a job, and maybe you know someone who is looking for a job. There are clear economic impacts, but as I've told you, we cannot tell you the extent for now. It's going to take a longer time for us when the data has come in, when we have, when we have received the data, maybe the researchers have worked clearly on this project of to estimate the impact before we can know what the impact will be. However, we will still overcome it. Then, so we've witnessed closed businesses, we've witnessed closed events, we've witnessed all this. These are all effects of the COVID-19. I went to the University of Sheffield some weeks ago to a photo shoot, and when I got there, I saw students were doing all that. We went for our own, private photo shoots. And when we went there, we saw that student taking photographs. I was surprised that people were wearing gowns, a graduation gown. I thought about it. Why are they wearing graduation gown in this COVID period? Oh, I remember, oh dear, this is July, it's supposed to be a graduation period. So you see, people graduated in the COVID-19 period. And now, you know what that meant? There was no ceremony, the photographers could not go to work, the students could not do any ceremony, the food vendors could not do anything, and everything was just came to stand still, and it affected their lives. They had no ceremony after graduation, and I don't know how many of them would have prepared so much for a big ceremony, but they couldn't have one. So how do we go about this? How can we succeed? How can we succeed at this time? Now I want to talk about something else that says how to search for a job, how to search for a job in the post-COVID era. how to search for a job in a post-COVID-19 era, how to search for a job. The easiest way to search for a new job. I'm not guaranteeing that when you search, you will find immediately. No, and this is not, there's no guarantee, but I'm just helping to see, okay, look, this is the way to go. And first of all, look for these job hiring agencies and who are advertising jobs like Indeed, like Read, and the CV Library, and the rest of them. If you're listen to me from other countries, maybe in Africa, in other countries. So look for job hiring agencies around you, in your community, in your city, and then browse their sites, browse by location that's favorable to you, browse by time of the job, the kind of job work pattern, and then set up a search alert, register, set up job alerts, and then you'll be receiving alerts to, so if there is anything comes up, you will get to, to receive the job that you want. It sounds like my throat is cracking. However, let's crack on. So the new norm is going to be remote work, and everyone has to prepare for remote work, whether you are used to it or you're not used to it. Over the last year, the share of remote jobs has been rising, and therefore many jobs will be available for those who wish to work from home. So if you are that type that is always wishing to go to the office, I'm afraid you may not have a lot of jobs now for people to go to office. Office spaces will be shut down, a lot of them, and because a lot of people will be working from home. So the first thing you need to do to check if the job you're going to apply for requires part-time working from home or working full-time in the office, or whichever, or full-time working from home. So as already said, you should set up a job search alert, and so you can set the alert as frequent as possible. I would prefer, if you're actively looking for jobs, you should set for daily alerts, not weekly. So tailor your resume to fit a specific job, not having a general resume or a general cover letter for every job. No, every job you want to apply for, always make sure that you tailor your CV or your resume to fit that particular job. So for job seekers, these are simple tips that I got from Indeed.com. So for anyone that is looking for a job seeker out there. So first of all, you have to search for jobs. Search for job in essential services areas such as a hospital, daycare, and the rest of them. These people are still employing. The police are still employing. Even despite what is happening, these guys are still employing. And other people who are still working with people directly, they are still employing. Next one, think outside the box. Always think outside the box. Forget about your degree sometimes. Just forget about your degree and think of something outside your degree. You can still be valuable with your degree in something else. Don't underestimate your transferable skill. Whatever you've learned so far, skills like customer service skills, software development, website design, marketing, leadership, communication, and any software you've learned, look at it. It might fit into something incredible out there that you'll be thinking, wow, this kind of big job I've received. I didn't believe that I can get this. I know two of my top friends who are earning a lot of money, that has the job they are doing, they learned it on YouTube or outside the university. They didn't study them in the university, but they're really earning real money from it. So the next set of people I'm going to look at now: unemployed and unable to find a job. If you are unemployed and you're unable to find a job, you've not come to the end of the world. So stop there. Don't commit suicide. Don't think it's the end of the world. It is not the end of the world. So get ready and get yourself up and move on, and you're surely going to get there. So first, you have to look for the government, look for government and charitable support if you qualify for one. I know that some countries, especially in Africa, they may not have government support, but there may be charitable support around you, or family support. Seek support from elsewhere. You can start an online business, maybe online selling or something. Look for something and do online that can help you. You can start an online shop, Shopify, eBay, Amazon, Etsy, and is that correct? WooCommerce, Wish, and the rest of them. Think of a skill that you have that can earn you some money. I have a friend who teaches people to play keyboard, and that's it. He's done it. And for me, what do I do at this time? I'm still working. So I spend all my time teaching people online, free stuff, and arranging a program for people. So we just have to think outside the box. Would you like to retrain? Would you like to go back to it, take a maybe 1 month training online or something that can help you? Would you like to start an online course? Maybe something new that can help you to move on. Take a training, take an online course, maybe on Udemy. The fields that are really selling at this time will be courses like data analysis, business analysis, software testing, mostly IT. The jobs in IT are really expanding at this time. Social media managing or social media management and the rest of them, these jobs are really selling. And if you have a photograph, if you have a camera, you can take photograph and license these photographs and sell them, create videos, motion videos, and then just think we just have to survive it. I'm sure you will. Now, I will show you top 10 job outsourcing sites. So if you've tried all these ones I mentioned, and then you think of job outsourcing, you have your skills, you've been applying for jobs, and you've not have found one, I have 10 job outsourcing sites here for you that you can get. So never worry, I'm not displaying, don't worry, I'm not going to display the names on the screen for you, but at the end of this video, I'm going to drop the video for the links for you so you can click them direct and get straight there, and then register and move on with your job search. Deal? Deal. All right, so let's look at the first one. The first one here is Fiverr. Fiverr is the world's largest marketplace to hire freelancer. So for your project, irrespective of the niche, irrespective of any area that you want or the job, they have millions of freelancers from around the world at unbeatable prices. So Fiverr will be is a top place that people go for freelancers. So if you're there, you're looking for a job, you can register on Fiverr and sell your skill there. 99 Design. 99 Design is #1 marketplace for all brands. So for you to, this is another one for you to get in there and then get brand identity and every other thing, graphic design and the brand projects. Just get in. I don't know much about this. I'm not using it, but I'm just saying click 99 and 99design.co.uk and then see what is there. I'm not sure if they can work from other countries, but just give it a try and see. There's no harm in trying. The third one there, am I counting it well? 1, 2, 3. Good, I'm counting it well. So third one there is Upwork. Upwork is a global freelancing company, and they do good business as well. And professional freelancers, they connect, they collaborate. A lot of people, they have over 2 million skilled freelancers, who are there with them. And so you can register and become the 2,000,001. And the competition may be high, but you have your niche, it's going to sell for you. TopTal. Next one is TopTal. TopTal is a rapidly growing network of top 10 of the most of them talented freelancers in the world. So you can hire anyone, you can get people ranging from developers, designers, finance experts at TopTal. So just register and then you move on. Register, anything that can happen after, let it be, and just register. And it's better to be there and you wait for the job than to just wait outside and you don't have it. So next what we have here is a freelancer. Freelancer is among the oldest freelance marketplaces. And so you either post your job on the freelancer or as a contest or get hundreds of entries to choose from. So you can register, and as people post their jobs, you bid and you get their job, you get the job to do. Guru at guru.com. So if you're looking for, they get people for programming, developers, designers, artists, writers, translators, sales, marketing, gurus, admin, secretaries, engineers, architects, lawyers, finance, whatever. 3 million freelancers are already registered there. So that's not to scare you, but just to tell you how much they read. How many people do we have in the world? So many of us in the world. So and the working class, so many organizations are coming up, and just get yourself in there. You can register in more than one. Airfleet. It's a technical team for your marketing, and Airfleet helps you to ship your marketing uh, campaign faster with with coding team and available on demand. So what separates Airfleet from other coding outsourcing company is that it focuses on marketing. So it helps you to reach, it helps customers to, it helps organization to reach the customer that they want. So they handles SEO and integrates the marketing tools and the rest of them, promotional games and applications. So everything that has to do with helping a organization to reach their customers. So if you're good at marketing, I think you should go with the Airfleet. You have online marketing skills, just go in and read and register. We have Gigstar. Gigstar, well, it could be a very good place for you, especially for coders, people who build software application and tech for business. So if you are good, please, you're good at software development, Gigstar may be the place to start your next career. And the next one we have there is Creative Market. A lot of people trust Creative Market, and they have a place for graphic design, icon, graphic vectors, WordPress, and the rest of them. They have a lot of things in stock there for people to use, and that makes it a hotspot for businesses to use their freelancing platform. So for you, if you register there, I'm quite sure that you can get something, but there's not a promise. And the last one I'll talk about is solutionin.com. Solutionin.com is more of education, and for as well, tens of thousands of people are there already. So try it. I'm not quite sure of that solutionin.com, but because it's not among the top in the ranking, so you can always get that and then get yourself sorted, and then you move on and just get something doing and get your life going. So in conclusion, so this is not the first time that the world is going through a global recession. This is not the first time that the world is going through a global pandemic. So we won't fold our hands and then say, oh, the world is going through a global pandemic, and we will sit here and watch ourselves die, and no, people will say we're going to commit suicide. No, we have to get up and then do something. Just do something. Get up and do something, and then we see the success coming, and we will succeed. So by going out there to do something, you help the economy, you help the people around you. We all go back again to the old norm, and then we succeed together. Next thing that you have to look at is people have been surviving in time past when there were harsher situations, the Black Plague, the Spanish flu, or Spanish plague, and the rest of them that kill people in many years back, which COVID-19 is no match with those ones. So we too can survive. If they did people survive in that time, we too can survive. To succeed in today's world, you have to think outside the box. So to think outside the box demands that you should use your head and not your experience that you had in time past. So try to use your head, try to think deeply, try to see how you can bring solution out of today's problem. Don't just watch and sit down and watch what is happening in the world and say, no, look, I'm there, we are all doomed here, there is no hope for us. No, there is hope for every one of us. We are all going to succeed together. So we've come to the closing part of the Youth Sports Show today. And I told you it's going to be very short today. And maybe next week, we're going to have a time to really discuss. We still have to bring Samuel and Nisoke again, Samuel and Nosike again sometime, and then we see how we can discuss this again together, because it's always sweeter when you discuss, you hear different perspectives. But as you're listening to me, if you have contributions or anything you want to add to what I've presented to you today, please drop comments, and don't forget to follow us. Don't forget to like us on social media, follow us on YouTube, and also tell people about what we are doing. And if you want to sponsor any of our program, please do well to contact us at testimonials@gmail.com, or send us a message on Facebook. And so I always like to close my presentation with a Bible verse, because I love the Bible, because it's one of the biggest, the richest books in the world. Ecclesiastes chapter 9 verse 10. Ecclesiastes chapter 9 verse 10 says, whatsoever thy hand findeth to do, that's King James Version, do it with thy might, for there is no work, nor device, nor knowledge, nor wisdom in the grave whither thou goest. A New International Version, I think maybe we should use a Young Literal Translation. Young Literal Translation says, all that thy hand finds to do, all that thy hand findeth to do, with thy power do, for there is no work and device and knowledge and wisdom in the soul whither thou goest. That sounds a bit different in my ears. Okay, let's check a New International Version. Say, whatever your hand finds to do. That sounds like modern. That sounds better, modern English. Whatever your hand finds to do it with all your might. For in the realm of the dead, where you are going, there is neither working or planning or knowledge nor wisdom. So it's what that place simply, the Bible verses there simply says that whatever you can do, please do it all your might, because you may not have opportunity to do it again. Don't sit down and fold your arms and let your family suffer and let yourself suffer. Do something. Think outside the box, and that God will help you. So prepare, stay safe, stay sound. I know that the Almighty God will help you. I want us to pray together. Father, thank you for teaching us today. Thank you for your grace. Thank you for your mercies. I pray, Lord, that today, as your children have listened to me, I pray that the word that they have received will be effective in their lives. Is there anyone out there that is struggling? I pray that you reach your hands and help them in Jesus' name. Help them to put their trust in you. In Jesus' name, I pray. Amen. So I want to encourage you to stay strong, put your trust in God. If you have to pray, pray. If you have to, ask for help, whatever it means. Start to use your network, start to use your connection, start to use the people you know to get what you want, and you shall get there. And I'd like to hear your testimony. I'd like to hear the good news that you're going to bring. So please send us your messages. Tell us how this is affecting your life. Tell us how the Youth Sports Show is helping you. And that will be a very big encouragement for us to continue. Thank you very much. And before I release you, I want to tell you again about testimonials. And don't forget to like us. Don't forget to follow us on social media. Don't forget to, to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Tell people about what we are doing. Join the Teen Library and learn more about and read one book a week as we are doing. So let's listen to this presentation.
Welcome to Testimonials. Our mission. We are sent to transform the lives of millions of young people in the world by helping them to stay focused in the midst of chaos they may be facing. Our transformational avenues are practical coaching, skill acquisition, friendly mentoring, mindful redirection of thought. We run regular trainings via our social media handles. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. If you are a young person, we have thousands of trusted coaches and mentors from around the world who are ready to walk you through whatever stage of life you may be in right now. Be a part of the Youth Sports Show every Sunday by 7:30 p.m. on the Testimonials Facebook page and the Transformation Challenge group. Join us today and witness the transformation that other young persons are talking about. Testimonials, witness transformation.
Thank you very much. This is me, Edet Otu, saying bye for now. I'd love to see you next week. Please subscribe and also follow us 7:30 p.m. every Sunday. We'll be here with you. God bless you. Do have a lovely week. Bye for now.